What up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Rain Race with my boy, AJ Richardson. And we got a 17-year vet. We got a two-time All-Star. We got our Bullies Get Bullied. We got the OG, Zach Randolph. As you guys know, we are sponsored by DraftKings. Go over to DraftKings right now. Use promo code RACE. Now let's get to the episode. What up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Rain Race with my boy, AJ Richardson, who's not here today, but he missing out. Listen, we got the OG in here today. We got 17 years in the NBA. We got two-time All-Star. We got Bullies Get Bullied. We got my guy, the OG, Zach Randolph.
What's up, family? What's up? Appreciate it, man, having me on, brother.
Hey, listen, I appreciate you coming on Rain Race. I'm going to tell y'all right now, y'all know what to do. Y'all go follow out the mud because they get to it just like we are. We about to take over this thing.
For sure.
I'm telling you that right now.
Run your race, you dig?
I love it. I love it.
Run your race out the mud,
For
man.
sure. But I love it because at the end of the day, we get to tell people stories and what they've been through and how they got to where they are. And everybody race ain't the same. Everybody gets to where they want to get to differently. And I just want to show everybody there's a way to get there. But, and I know your story's crazy. Let's get right into it. Where you from and when did you start playing basketball?
Man, I'm from Marion, Indiana, man. Probably like 50 miles north of Indianapolis, small town. Not a lot of opportunities. Hard come up. You know what I mean? But, made me into the person I am. So, being grateful. So just a small kid out of Indiana, man.
Mm-hmm. Did you know you was going to play basketball or what sports you play?
Man, I you know what, bro? I always wanted to play basketball. You know what I mean? I grew up in Indiana. Indiana is a very...
basketball state.
It's a basketball state. You know what I mean? We got a lot of history. So, I grew up watching Rick Smiths and, Reggie, that era, Travis, Best. So, just watching the era. So I always played basketball. I started playing probably 3rd, 4th grade. And man, just fell in love with the game, bro.
Zebo, you don't jump fucking all, bruh. When you play basketball, you just get it done. Were you always like that?
Man, all ass, man. I call it all ass team, you know what I mean? All ass, But nah, for real though, man, you know what? Just always had that grind, man. Just always was confidence and like I said, I find angles, I play with angles and, you know what I mean? Just try to get it. But like you said, a lot of heart, man. And, always believe, you know what I mean? I'm going to bust this dude ass. So whoever's in front of me, I came out to handle the business.
Hey, listen, who was the guy where you from or in Indiana that you looked up to that you wanted to follow their path and be like, all right, they giving me the blueprint. I need to be like him. What player was that for you?
You know what I mean? When I was young coming up, we had so many hoopers, but like, guys like Sean Kemp, even guys that came from my high school was before me, paid away. James Blackman, he went to University of Kentucky. Jay Edwards, Lyndon Jones, they went to IU, played under Coach Nice. So, we got a lot of history too from our town. So, man, just always just wanted to play, man. When I was in the hood playing on the little rim in the back, me and my brother, you know what I mean? It was a little right behind the liquor store over there. And we always was saying, man, we going to the league, we going to the NBA, and that's every kid dream, you know what I mean? Young kid dream. Sure. So, yeah, it was ours, bro. You
didn't play no other sport?
Man, I tried to play football, bro. I tried to play football my junior, senior year, bro. Man, I got hit. That shit went for me. I was about 6'7", 6'8". I got hit so hard. The coach, he ran the play like I'm on the defensive end, so I'm getting blocked. Man, I got blocked by the biggest player on the team, bro. I'm talking about, man, hit me so hard, bro. I flew all the way up in the air. Boom.
And you was done.
I was done. I got up, man. I went to the locker room. And it come to find out the coach Surface, shout out to Coach Surface, he ran the play for me to get hit blindside. You know, I'm standing, I'm 6'7", I'm long, I'm standing straight up on the end. Man, I said, oh man,
they set your ass up, man.
Yeah, Robert Salamo, he did that, man. Shout out to Big Salamo, man.
Yeah, then you locked in.
It was over.
Where'd you get because to play the way you play, you have to have high IQ. High IQ. You got to know how to think the game. You got to figure out, all right, this how he guard me. This how I'm going to get my shot off. Where do you think you learned that from at a young age? Or did you get that later?
Man, I think I always had it. You know what I mean? Just, you know, just like you said, because the way I played. Yep. You know what I mean? Like, even when I played in the NBA, the Grizzlies, I'm power forward and Mark the center. Mm-hmm. But they centers on me. They putting the forwards on Mark. Yep. So, you know what I mean? Because I play in the paint a lot. So, just having that knack, man. Just having that knack, coming up at the park, playing outside, 14th Street Park, having that knack with the ball, having a knack for the rebounds, and being strong down there.
Talking about high school, you're playing, you're starting to get the rhythm of the game, right? When was it that you thought, okay, I'm really nice? When did you realize that in high school?
Man, I'd probably say like the end of my freshman year, because I started playing in tournaments and I started dominating. And then I got invited to the Nike All-American camp my sophomore year. So I went to the Nike All-American camp that was held in Indianapolis. And it was a guy, Marvin Stone. Mm-hmm. He was like a junior. And he was the number one player in the country. And, man, I went and we played. I'm the young nigga. I went at him. Rest in peace. Rest in peace. That's my man, Marvin Stone. But man, I went at him and, everybody's there, all the writers, beat writers and shit. They like, man, it was this guy, Zach Randolph, coming on the scene. So when they see what I did to the number one player, that was a junior, I kind of took off, I started getting ranks and, you know what I mean, the Bob Givens, back then, Bob Givens rankings and shit. Huge. So, and I just went from there, man. Yeah.
That's big time. And it really only takes that. It only takes that one time. Like, okay, this is supposed to be the best? And I hang with them? Oh, yeah, it's up now. And the thing is, it's like, who did you model your game after? As far, like, I know you had guys you looked up to around the city, but who did you model your game after?
Man, for me, like, you know what I mean, coming up, probably like you said, like, watching a lot of Indiana Pacers, like watching, like, Rick Smith, because they come up in the ghetto, so we didn't really have cable, but the Pacers game, that was on, Channel 4 every game. Yeah. So, I grew up watching that, so just watching him and, the Davis brothers. So, but I like the Karl Malone. Like when I was coming up, Chris Webber, Karl Malone, them type of guys, I always kind of, wanted to try to pat my game after, you know what I mean?
Who was a guy in high school that was like you would say your rival was? Like anytime y'all saw each other, it was smoke.
Well, I say Jared Jeffries.
Okay.
Jared Jeffries, but he was on the other end of Indiana down there in Bloomington. I was in Marion, so we only met up at State. But, coming up our freshman, sophomore years, like, coming up through high school, it was always me and him, like two top players in Indiana. So shout out to my boy Double J. So we played Mr. Basketball. We played him in the State my senior year, right? And we fucked over. We won.
Yeah.
I killed Jared. I had like 25, 11.
Like,
man, I gave him Mr. Basketball. I won the State. Yeah. They robbed me out of Mr. Basketball. I'm rough around the edges, so, you know what I mean? I think I had just got out for a little pistol charge. You know what I mean? So I was rough around the edges. So, he was going to Indiana, and I was going to Michigan State, so
let's go ahead and get right into it. But let's address the elephant in the room.
Yeah. But
pistol charge.
Yeah, I got the pistol. Man, I got a pistol charge, bro.
What happened, bro?
Man, starving, man. Coming up in that ghetto, man. You try to find any ways to get it when you ain't got it. You know what I mean? So just have an opportunity and fuck around with some wrong guys and got some guns, and the guy ended up telling, and they came and found the guns. So
wrong place, wrong time.
Yeah, we don't do no telling. So you know what I mean. So I had to take it on the chin, but it was a lesson well learned. You know what I mean.
Yeah.
I missed I let a lot of people down because like my junior year, that was my junior year, and we was like the top player in we was at the top team. It was like one in state. We would have won state my junior year, but I was locked up in a D home. So I let them boys down, man. But it was a lesson I learned, man. And
you got your get back.
Yeah,
next year. You got your
get back. I got my get back my senior year.
Yeah,
for sure.
Had to do that.
We would have won states my junior year for sure. Because I lost it my sophomore year. We lost it by 1 point.
Damn.
So, but my junior year I got in trouble, and in the senior year I won it. But I would have won it my junior year too for sure.
Went back to back on me. Okay.
Sure. I mean, you win.
I got two.
Oh, you got two.
I got two states. Mine was back to back too. Junior, senior.
Yeah, you did it.
They had to do it right.
Yeah, you got to do it your junior, senior. Yeah.
Got to do it junior.
What
senior.
you average?
Probably like 24, 25. Listen, I did everything. I do everything.
Yeah.
That's what I do. Shit, fuck that.
Yeah.
My last game out the lead, triple dub.
Damn.
No turnovers.
For real?
Come on, bro. And I ain't get no job after that. Shit crazy. That's some bullshit.
Yeah, that's some bullshit league for sure.
That's
on the trip?
Yeah, ended on the trip, though.
That's big time, though.
Zebo. Recruiting, right? When was your first letter? Or who was your first letter?
Man, I started getting letters probably like my sophomore, freshman year. Like I can't remember, like Campbell. Campbell's in North Carolina, I think.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
The fucking and the mascot's a camel.
Man,
stupid
Campbell
shit,
soup,
bro.
huh? Damn. But no, so Campbell was the first letter, like
first offer.
Yeah. Man, I got so many letters, like we had like I got letters from everybody. Back then letters was a shit. Like, you know what I mean? For my coming up my generation, with that. So man, I took a picture. I had to send it to home, but I took a picture. I had so many letters. The local newspaper come did a story on me. Like I'm laying in the bed in the hood. I got all the letters around me and shit. So
damn.
Yeah, man. I got plenty of letters. Letters was a shit back then.
Who was your first offer?
My first offer was, I think, Michigan State.
Really?
Michigan State, yeah. Michigan State, University of Miami. I was going to go fuck with Coach Leonard Hamilton, my boy.
At Florida State?
Yeah, Florida State. No, he was at the University of Miami then, but he coached. Yeah.
Oh, was he?
Yeah, he was coaching at the University of Miami then.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, so I was going to go, if I wouldn't have went to Coach Izzo, I was going to go down there with Coach Leonard Hamilton, yeah.
That's crazy.
And then I was USC, Henry Bibby.
Okay.
Yeah, so.
What was it for you just to educate all the young fellas? What was the deciding factor for you? What did you look for in a school?
And for me, I was type of person who fucked with me the most and who was there, you know what I mean? Like all my tournaments, every time I look up in the crowd and Michigan State.
Yeah.
Coach Izzo, all the staff, they was at all my games. They was supporting me and and they showed the most interest. A lot of teams, a lot of schools showed a lot of interest, but for me, like I think, Coach Izzo and
stuck out.
Yeah, it stuck out. And everywhere I go, I see that green and white in the crowd. You know what I mean? They sitting somewhere for they make sure I see them. You know what I mean? So that meant a lot to me. And so I rolled with State, man. That was the best decision I did because, I know I was going with Coach Izzo. I know he'll teach me some discipline and, teach me a lot with the game and just life, period. And we got a relationship to this day, so very tight relationship. So, yeah, man, with Spartan, man.
It's one of my favorite times of the year, conference championship time. DraftKings is the #1 place to bet on touchdowns, an official partner of the NFL. As you all know, they are official partner of Run Your Race. So go to DraftKings right now and use promo code RACE. DraftKings just doesn't do the NFL. They do the NBA, they do the NHL, and many other sports. So with all the sports I just mentioned, you got to go over DraftKings right now and use promo code RACE. For new customers who bet as little as $5, get $200 in bonus bets instantly. And DraftKings gives you an opportunity at a bigger payout with same-game parlays. But if sports betting isn't legal in your state, don't worry. DraftKings got you with daily fantasy. Go to DraftKings, download the app, use promo code RACE. New customers who bet as little as $5 get $200 in bonus bets instantly. DraftKings, the crown is yours.
But you was McDonald's All-American, MVP. Talk about that game. Talk about the smoke. You wanted that game. Shit.
Man, you know what? That was like, it was the biggest thing. Like, you already know,
That's
coming
big time.
to high school McDonald's and just seeing that coming up in sports and seeing McDonald's All-American. So that was a great honor, and just being able to be out there playing with guys like, D Miles and, rest in peace, Eddie Griffin was a good friend of mine. Like, all the guys that was the top players, and for me to come out and get MVP, that was, that was big. You know what I mean? I was just looking at that trophy the other day in my sister's house, that the pyramid, the MVP trophy. So yeah, man, that was a great honor, man.
That's huge. After McDonald's All-American, got time to go to college.
Yeah.
You going to Michigan State. It's big time basketball there. They expect to win every damn game. And let's call it spade. Tom Izzo crazy as hell.
Man, I'm talking about crazy.
He crazy as hell.
I'm talking
Tom
about.
Izzo crazy, bro.
Now, coaching, he done settled down. Like, I see.
He ain't what
like,
you.
I tell my young guys, the young Spars, boy, y'all lucky, boy, because, boy, if y'all had Coach Izzo back then, the young Coach Izzo.
On some shit.
Man, I'm talking, Coach gonna grab you like a pit, but, he gonna make you right. You know what I mean? He lead his way. He gonna get you to where you want to be. And,
what was it for, like, you knew that going in. Why the hell did you go there?
Because I knew that I wanted to play for a championship team. You know what I mean? They just had won a chip with Mo Cleese, Mo Pete, and I wanted to be a part of that. You know what I mean? They had a great core coming in, and I was coming in with Marcus Taylor. Shout out to my boy MT. Marcus Taylor was the best point guard coming out of high school.
Okay.
My year. And he went to Michigan State. So going there, being able to team up with a guy like that, a point guard like that, and, it was a no-brainer.
Yeah. I mean, at the end of the day, all big men, they all need their guards. Gotta have it. And guards need their big men. It goes both ways. But what was your welcome to college moment when you got to Michigan State?
My welcome to college moment, man, that weight room.
Mm-hmm.
Like being able, coming up in high school and college is different. The weight room.
Yeah.
Just everything, just like college and the professionals is different. So, for me was the weight room shock. Like, how hard that shit was. You know what I mean? And our coach, our strength coach, Coach Vork, he was crazy. He crazy as hell. So shout out to my man, Coach Vork.
They be doing the most, man. Doing the most. Shit so, you don't need sometimes.
Yeah, so, I had found out about every part of my muscle. I got to Michigan State, you know what I mean, and in that weight room. So I just think that part for me, and that's it. Because when I was playing, I handled the business in college. You know what I mean. For 15 minutes, I was damn near averaging a double. You know what I mean.
Always been efficient.
Yeah,
always do that. What was you went to Michigan State how many years?
1 year.
1 year out of there. How far y'all go?
Man, we went to Final Four. We got beat by, I think, Arizona beat us.
Ooh.
Yeah, Lauren Woods, Michael Wright. Them guys had beat us. I think Gil was on that team too, if I'm not mistaken. And yep, they beat us, man. And then after that, I knew I was going to the league, right? So
let me ask you this before you say that. What was the game for you that broke? What was your breakout game in college that you was like, oh yeah, I'm about to dominate this shit?
Man, for me, it was I had my boy UD. I played Udonis Haslam, Florida. I think they came to Michigan State, and I think they was ranked, and we were ranked too, so it was a big game.
Yeah.
Man, I killed UD ass. Man, I'm talking about killed my boy. You know what I mean? That's my man. I had my breakout game, I had 25, 15. Matt Bonner, the UD, they played on Florida.
Yeah. Killed.
And ones and putbacks and coast to coast, you know what I mean? So that was my breakout game. But, I already had that plan, you know what I mean? That I knew that in my mind that I was going to be a one and done, you know what I mean? Because, that was my dream. And I felt I could play in the league. And I always had that confidence, You know what I'm saying? Even back then, I'm like, man, I can do this shit, man. What?
And that's where it come from. At the end of the day, you ain't scared of nobody. You know what I'm saying? You going at every single body that comes in front of you. So my thing is, you got a team like that. Did everybody come back or everybody left?
What Michigan State?
Yeah.
Yeah, like everybody came back except me and Jason Richardson. And shout out to my boy Jay Rich, man. He came out too. Because, for Coach Izzo, he wasn't used to having players declare.
And that was my next thing.
Yeah.
Because he ain't used to that.
No, so he wasn't used to that.
Yeah.
He wasn't used to players leaving college early. You know what I mean? It had so many. But like for Jay Rich, we knew Jason was going to be a lottery pick.
Yeah.
So it was a no-brainer for Jay Bones to leave school. And for me, I was like, on the tippy board here, there. So for me, they was like, but I'm like, shit, I know what I can do. You know what I'm saying? So for me, I knew I knew I could. I felt like I was one of the top freshmen in the country and one of the best players in the country at that time for myself. So
yeah,
I wanted to come out, and I came out. You know what I mean? And Coach probably wasn't happy about the situation at first, you know what I mean? Because he ain't used to that. But,
for sure.
I left. We got beat in the Final Four. I rode back to the hood with my mom. I ain't even go. I called my roommate, Marcus Taylor. I said, bruh, man, I'm going to the league, bro. You can have all this shit.
Straight like that.
Straight like that. So, for me, I didn't get a chance to really, yeah.
That's crazy. Yeah. Right after the Final Four.
Right after the Final Four, bro.
Did he go get your shit?
I went right back to the hood. I'm going to the league. MT. Man, I'm gone, bro. You can have that shit, bro. Have all that. Have the microwave, have all this shit. Man, that shit ain't nothing.
That's
clothes, get that shit away. Man. I'm to the league,
Got to go. Got to go.
Yeah, man, so.
What was your workout process like? Since you out of there, how many workouts you do?
Man, I damn near worked out for each team in the first round because for me, I had to prove myself. I wouldn't, you know what I mean, he gonna be a lottery pick. They saying, it might slip the first round. I mean, late first round, late lottery pick.
Yep.
So I had to show motherfuckers, and every workout I went to, they'd tell you, bro, I'm talking about from Boston to Golden State Warriors to all the workouts that I did. I dominated all the workouts. Every player in there, I did my thing. But they was, it's kind of leery because they know where I come from. They know my background, you know what I mean? They know I've been through some things, you know what I mean? So, but yeah, so, I thought I was going to, shout out to Coach John. He was, Coach Silas, Paul Silas. Rest in peace.
Yeah.
Rest in peace, Coach Silas.
Yep.
Man, I had worked out for Charlotte. I thought I was going to go to Charlotte. They drafted my boy Kirk Hastings from Indiana. Yeah, I thought I was going to go to Charlotte.
What was your worst workout? You ain't have one.
I ain't had one.
Cooked everybody.
Man, a real dog. Cause I'm going in like,
yeah.
I'm taking this rebound. I'm hitting first like. My confidence all the way up, so I'm fucking over whoever in front of me, straight up.
It's over with.
Yeah, that's how I feel.
Listen, it get to the point because that's a real thing. Guys in draft process, they try to stay away from guys. That had to start happening once they start hearing what you was doing to people.
Yeah, that shit different now. Like you said, these guys got to work out now or do something. So, but back then you didn't have to do that. But for players that had to prove themselves, like myself, I had to do that. So shit, man, I worked out for like my draft process for 19 teams, bro.
Bruh.
How many teams you work out for?
I want to say 15.
Yeah.
Shit was rough, bruh. It's tired as hell.
What pick? Where'd you go?
I was undrafted.
Yeah.
I went
sometimes I'm undrafted.
Got it out the
second
mud.
Round. Gil went second round. A lot of great players went second round. Then, 1 year deal, nigga get to the money fast.
That's all you had to do. What is draft night? Tonight you always dream of. You've been waiting on that. What was draft night for like you and your family?
Man, we was in a little old shack, man.
In a what?
A little ass shack on McClure Street. the kitchen and the bathroom right there, all one. You know what I mean? Mom room, just real facts. But
Yeah.
man, we had the whole town out. You know, I didn't get invited to the draft or nothing, so we had the whole town out, man. I got drafted. Man, it was a party, man. We goddamn it popping that Walmart champagne. And, man, I'm talking about having a ball. You know what I mean? But you know, that was joy for tears, man. You know, everybody in the town cried. You know what I mean? Like, because they know, you know, my work and they know the struggle, and you know, they like, shit, we from the town, we all made it. You know, everybody feel like they made it. You know what I mean? So that was probably one of my greatest, you know, memories times getting drafted into the NBA.
Had to be. I mean, that's a dream.
Hell
that's
yeah.
a dream. That's what you're thriving to do. But you there now.
For sure.
You got to go against the best of the best. What was your welcome to NBA moment?
Man, my welcome to the NBA moment. Shit, just, you know what? The basketball part probably wasn't always that hard, but for me, just the traveling.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because I went to Michigan State. You know, I'm from Indiana, so that was like 2-hour drive to Michigan, to my town. So for me, I never really been nowhere but in the hood and to Michigan State, but that's right there. So I never really left Indiana. So when I went to Portland, it was like a culture shock for me. I remember, man, I hit that wall. You know about that wall?
That rookie
I think
wall,
and we on a plane. I think in my rookie year, and Steve Kerr, if I'm not mistaken, or maybe the next year. And I asked Steve, I say, Steve, man, are we gonna be able to go home?
You go home.
I'm asking, I'm like, man, Steve, you think we're gonna be able to go home? This week, 2 months in. I'm coming to Portland. I'm by myself. I'm 18, 19 years old. So out there, and I ain't never been nowhere. So I'm out there by myself. So just probably getting used to like being away for me, like just being by myself, and always having that family atmosphere, just being all the way out there. So just adapting to being by yourself, because everything else is cool.
Portland's slow.
Rains every fucking day.
Oh my gosh.
But
man.
in the summertime, it's the most beautifulest place. Man, I'm talking about, bro, the weather's great, everything.
Yeah, no, I've heard.
Everything.
We actually went this summer. It was pretty nice.
Yeah, man.
My home was fucking sick. So
I was stuffed in dog shit.
Damn.
He had a terrible time.
I told you.
Portland. Y'all some shit when you first get there, huh?
No, we had a squad. We had a squad.
Y'all wasn't bad at first year.
We wasn't bad. No, we wasn't that bad. We had Sheed, Bunzy. We had a squad. I think they had just.
I'm tripping. I'm
the
thinking
year
about
before that, right?
Portland.
I came.
I'm thinking about Portland now.
Yeah. So no, we had, man, when I came into Portland, bro, just my first year.
They expected to win.
Yeah, but I was sitting on the wood, you know.
Yeah. You got to pay
your
dues.
Back then, you know, it's different now. Players got to sit on the bench, but back then when I came in the league, you had to sit your ass on that hard floor. You know, you might have 2 or 3 rookies on the floor. You feel me? And that shit used to hurt, boy. That shit used to hurt, so.
And especially for you.
Yeah.
You're not used to that.
Man.
Your whole life, you done been put into the fire. You got to go perform, and you got to wait on your turn. You done had this great career. But in that moment, what advice would you give guys in that situation to do? Coming in, like for me, just if college, anything, because my daughter, she going through some things, like she always play. And I just tell her, and she's not playing how she want to play in college, but I'm telling you, because I learned, because I didn't play at all my first couple of years. My first couple of years in the NBA. So, you know, I stacked days. I got better at practice. I used that practice to get better. I used to bust Sean Kemp, and I'm busting all the older guys' asses, Sheed, and we all going at it. I'm getting better than that. So I got my game from practice every day. So I'm telling my daughter, keep stacking your days. Get in the gym. You know, I got in there working out, weight room, getting to work. I'm not playing. I had to run the treadmill after the game, you know, doing my extra conditioning. So just little things like that, just keep working. You know, it might not go how you want it, but you got to keep working. You know, you got to stack your days and put your time in. Yeah. For sure. You have one of the in my opinion, one of the best power forwards to play. Rasheed Wallace.
My boy
That's
Sheed. Shout out my
OG,
boy Sheed, man.
That's OG,
Come on,
OG.
man.
Carolina ties, you
My
already
boy,
know we
man.
locked in. You're learning from one of the best.
Yeah.
Talk about that.
Man, just coming in my rookie year with Sheed, man, you know, she was already one of my favorite players anyway.
Yeah.
And, you know, that's where I get the headband and the wristband, you know. I'm down there, she twin out there. I'm falling, I'm not getting the game, but I'm looking at she. He got the wristband. I'm like,
He definitely was like,
what bruh got? I need to, what big bruh got. So, you know, just he was great, man. I learned so much from him. And, you know, the way he plays, he was back in the time, you know, back in the time, he was already a futuristic player the way he played, you know.
Yeah.
Shooting threes. I remember they used to write articles about Sheed talking about he shoot too many threes in the game and changed. Now, they wouldn't dare write no shit like that, but, you know, Sheed could hit the threes then. He was a stretch four, so he'll be right in today's game. But I learned so much from him just being, you know, on that court and teaching me a lot about the game.
You in the NBA, we only learn from playing. When was it that you figured it out, the game, and you started to become Zach Randolph?
Man, in practice against Sheed and against Bonzi, against Ruben Patterson, them guys, Arvydas Sabonis. And when I got my call, I was ready. So I already been putting my work time in. I've been grinding, so I'm going to get some of the best players in the league. You know what I mean? So when I got on the court, every time I got coach put me in, I produced.
Yep.
So I was already, that shit right there that basketball part never was no problem.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's just when I got my opportunity, because when I got my opportunity, I was ready. You know what I mean? And the opportunity came. I think I wasn't playing, and she got suspended.
That'll happen. That'll happen with
Man, you know, that nigga used to get a tech every game. So, bro,
cap.
Yeah, he get tech. I seen some shit I ain't never seen with bro. With them reps.
He violated him, bro.
He super.
He would go crazy, bro. But she gets suspended, and what was your breakout game?
She got suspended, and coach put me in the lineup. It was against Dallas.
Okay.
Yeah, but through that season, I already was playing good. I played whatever minutes, I was producing. So
yeah.
But that got suspended. We was in the playoffs, and they put me in. They started me, and we was down like 0-3. We was down 0-3. And I think I brought them, they put me in the lineup. We came back, tied the series up. Yeah.
Damn.
I think we tied the series up, and they ended up beating us in Dallas. But that was like my coming out party.
Everybody knew about you then.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's over with now.
Yeah. So
they don't let you get your minutes.
Yeah.
Try to take over.
Man, ever since then it was curtains, you know what I mean? So, like I say, because the basketball part ain't never been that, because any motherfucker I got on the court with, I'm telling my boy, I got him, this nigga right here, I'm about to bust his ass.
He got a
he's
CB.
soft.
Yes.
Man, I'm straightening his chest. So, that never was no problem, that confidence part, you know what I'm saying?
Who was the first one that I got you, though?
When I came in the league, I was telling stories like guys like PJ Brown.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Older guys, Kevin Garnett, KG hold the shit out you the whole time. PJ Brown's, I was 18, 19. I got in the game. I'm finding out what a grown man's strength is. You know what I mean? And PJ, I couldn't even move him. Like, damn. He just held me hooking the shit out of me. So just like guys like that, you know what I mean? When I came in the league, you know what I mean?
And that's what's crazy though, because you sitting there, you watching these guys your whole life, then you going against them. It takes that one time to all right, now you arrived. You go to Memphis though. You go to Memphis right after Portland.
From Portland, I go to New
York.
York.
Went to New York?
I went to the Knicks, yeah.
Oh, yes, you did.
Yeah, it was a short period.
I think.
It was a season. I was in New York a season.
You go from, first of all, the travel. That's two different lives. Okay. Portland to New York. How old are you at this point?
Portland and New York, I got traded, I think, probably 08, 09, I'm thinking. So I'm probably like 25, 26.
You at Portland for a minute.
Yeah.
What was your best team in Portland where you thought y'all could do something?
Shoot. Probably that a year, because I don't think we made the playoffs at all. No time I was in Portland. So probably, I think the year I came.
Y'all didn't make the playoffs no more?
Not when I was there. I don't think we made the playoffs.
Damn.
Yeah. But, I think the year before I came, or the 2 years
That's
there,
when they made the run.
with Lakers.
Yep.
When Shaq caught the lob.
Mm-hmm. That shit was crazy.
Yeah.
Weak as fuck. Let me ask you this. You go from Portland to New York. That's a whole different, at that point, you've been in New York before. But you playing in the Mecca. That's crazy. I tell people all the time, playing in that motherfucker is different.
Playing in that Mecca, you got to have heart.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You got to like playing in that Mecca, you got to like the big lights.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So players that love the big lights and got heart and confidence, that's the right place for them, because the fans is some of the best fans in the NBA. Like I said, I got nothing but love for New York, like, and the fans, because, they all show me love because they respect players that work hard, OG Oakley and guys like that, you know what I mean, that put it on the line, and man, they always show me love. So, like, I was there for a short time. Man, I enjoyed it. You know what I mean?
Sure.
Coach Zeke was there. Isaiah was my coach. Man, shout out to Coach Isaiah, show love. So, yeah, I was there for a season.
Good year. My thing is, boy, the passion New York fans have, different level, and everybody can't handle it.
Yeah, you gonna be soft, man. They can't be soft. Shit, they on your ass.
They gonna let you know.
For sure.
They gonna let you know.
They on your ass for sure.
But you go to, it's Memphis, right?
I go to the Clippers for half a season.
You just fucking with you at that point.
Yeah, man. Like I said, with this NBA, if you get a bad rap, that shit spread fast. So I think for me, I had, because New York, I was good. I had, good in New York, but, they had thought LeBron was coming, so that's when they traded everybody, and we started out killing. Me, Steph, Jamal. I think it was D League. We had to win a record, and they traded us. They thought LeBron was coming. LeBron didn't end up coming. So
fucking
stupid. Yeah. Man, I'm talking about got rid of everybody for LeBron. King said, I'm going to the Yammy, So and I went out to LA to the Clippers. So for that half the season. Then I went to Memphis.
What type of adjustment was that for you? You think you a Clipper this whole time, and then next thing you know, you going to Memphis?
Man, you know what? It was because I got to the Clippers. They traded me trade deadline from New York.
Yep.
Out to LA. So I came out, Coach Don Levy, he was great. Shout out to Coach Don Levy. But I enjoyed it. We was playing good. Me, BD, we had Marcus, DeAndre Jordan was his rookie year. So, we had a good team. You know what I mean? But they ended up getting a number 1 draft pick.
Yeah.
So when they got the number 1 draft pick, in basketball, the top players in college. I knew Blake. Blake was one of them guys that he was a dominant guy, and of course, it wasn't no brainer. He's gonna be the number 1 pick.
So where do y'all fit?
Yeah, so we both play the same, power forward position in the paint. So I knew I probably was gonna end up, leaving the Clippers.
Mm-hmm. Hey, that sparked the rivalry right there. That sparked the rivalry right there. Because y'all end up having some battles when you got to Memphis.
What up, everybody? Y'all know what time it is. It is time for Theo's Picks. As you know, we are sponsored by DraftKings, so y'all go to DraftKings right now and use promo code RACE. Now let's get into the picks. Saturday, January 25th, Paris games, Indy versus San Antonio. He back home. He not losing at home. I got San Antonio big. That's going to be a good game, by the way. Next, we got Denver versus Minnesota in Minnesota. Great bump. great bump. I'm going to go with Denver. Denver's playing good basketball right now. I like what they're doing. Next, we got Boston versus Dallas in Dallas. I'm going to go Boston. Dallas got a lot of injuries right now. Not fully healthy, but Boston, they are who they are, and they're a good damn basketball team. Next, we got Houston versus Cleveland in Cleveland. Sleeper matchup because Houston is balling right now. And guess what? I'm going to pick an upset in that game. I got Houston winning. I got Houston getting a dub that day. Last but not least, nightcap, we got LA versus Golden State in Golden State. I don't know what it is, but when these two teams match up, it's always a dandy. So I'm going to go Golden State winning that one. I got Golden State winning at home. They got two of the greats, and I think Golden State will come out and win that game. And that is a wrap for Theo's picks. And y'all know what to do. Y'all go to DraftKings, download the app, use promo code RACE. DraftKings, the crown is yours. Now let's get back to the episode.
Talk about the type of guys and the type of culture y'all built in Memphis that still goes on to this day with the team now. But like, what was it that made y'all click like that?
Well, when I got to Memphis, man, that culture, they already had great talent, you know what I mean? Future talent, like guys that had promising upside, like Mark and Mike Conley and guys like that, Rudy Gay. And so when I came in there, it was like a perfect fit. You know what I mean? Like they needed that power forward. Mm-hmm. And when I got there, we was improving.
Yeah.
The first year I think we won like 15 more games. We didn't like 4. You know what I mean? Like we wouldn't.
Yeah.
We was right there. So that team was improving. So man, we just kept. And the next year we just kept building. Yeah. And the city got behind us, and they seen that grit and grind. It wasn't nothing pretty. It was just grind. You see a lot of guys that that you ain't gonna see. You got Rudy high fly jumping, but other guys we playing basketball.
They're just playing good basketball.
We playing good basketball, and we playing with heart. We playing together, and we playing like we care for each other, and that's what it was. Like you said, building that culture in Memphis. And seeing the guys take that grit and grind culture today, you know what I mean? And guys like Ja, Jaren, and Bane, and them guys, they grit, they playing with a chip on their shoulder, and that's how we always played, with a chip on our shoulder. You know what I mean? Because we small market, motherfuckers ain't respecting us. Okay, dig. Y'all gonna respect. Y'all gonna have to respect us. So
you gonna have to come here and play. Yeah,
when you coming to Memphis, you can't go to pure passion, and you can't, do all that, all that hanging out, and you gotta be in all that hee ha. You gotta be in the room. You know what I mean? Because you
gotta come with
smoke the next day. You feel me?
Talk about how good Rudy Gay was. That's a bad. People don't understand.
Rudy was.
He was
nice. So crazy. I was telling my son about Rudy a couple weeks ago about just. I seen Rudy do some shit I ain't never seen. I'm talking about catching that bitch off the vert, the windmill in the game. Just offensive rebound.
Crazy shit.
Just, you know what I mean? But so, Rudy definitely was a great player, man. And I'm getting a chance to play with him. That's a little bro. We locked in for life. But, man, that Memphis Times was good, though, bro. For sure.
Did you know, what was the best team you thought had a chance to possibly win it?
I say that year we got beat. The year we beat San Antonio in the AC, and the year when OKC beat us, I think they got beat by. OKC played Dallas or something to get to the Miami in championship. So I think that year we had a chance. You know what I mean? Because we was confident, and we matched up with everybody good. We was. And we fell short.
How different is playoff basketball, though, that you would explain? Just because you and Mark had some unbelievable connection. Y'all, there wasn't really two bigs that could really fuck with y'all like maybe. Like people had the game plan different for y'all because having two dominant bigs is very rare out there. Now those days, but I'm just trying to figure out what was it for y'all that helped y'all connect so quickly, you and Mark?
I think me and Mark, we developed a relationship where we understood each other. Mark, IQ for the game, man, it's crazy. Like I was saying the other day, the guy from the young boy from Houston, I think what's his name?
Sengun.
Single.
It was Amen or Sengun?
Sengun. I see a lot of Mark in him, you know what I mean? Like he more athletic, you know what I mean? But just the way he shoot and pass. But Mark was ahead of his time, man. You know what I mean? And playing with him, he's playing with a 7 feet guard. You know what I mean? He can shoot the ball. He can
pass the shit
pass it. But he's such a team guy. He puts the team first. You know, he's never going to do nothing selfish. You know what I mean? He's going to play the right way. Boom, boom, boom. And playing with big fellas was great, man.
Did the game come easy to you? When did it become easy to you where you became Zach Randolph, the superstar?
Man, I ain't gonna lie, bro. I ain't trying to just like toot my own horn or nothing, but like it really always been like that. You know what I mean? Like from high school to college. You talk to Coach Izzo, like I was number one player in high school, you know, me and Eddie Griffin coming out of, high school. So and I went to Michigan State. I was supposed to be starting. My boy Al, shout out to my boy Al, but I'm killing Al in practice every day. I'm jab step, hitting, facing him up, talking shit. But, coach, like, I'm
pay your dues.
I'm rough. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you got to pay your dues. So, coach, I understood it. But like, for me, I felt like every chance I got the opportunity.
It was over with. Yeah, NBA, everybody.
Yeah, like I got into Coach Cheeks put me into the starting lineup when she got suspended. And I come in averaging 20, 18, 22. That's my second year.
That ain't nothing. Every night.
But I'm working hard in practice. I'm getting ready. They see what I'm doing, so they see every chance I get.
Who would you say your rival was in the league? That you like every night that y'all play each other, it's just gonna be smoke.
When I was in Portland, man, that West Coast, that Wild Wild West, my agent would tell you, we had a list. Raymond Brothers, we had a list.
Oh, shit.
I'm talking about, bro, power forwards I never made the All-Star team. I should have been an All-Star fucking 5-6 times. Like,
never
I used to
made an All-Star team?
No, in Portland, I should have. But
damn.
I was in the West. I'm averaging 20-something, but we're losing. And I'm asking the coach, I'm like, damn, coach, why they don't never fuck with me? Like, you know what I mean? That's why I say I'm rough around the edges, because, a guy like me, I got ain't shit been given to me. I done earned everything I got. You know what I mean? So I ain't that type of guy bro, I'm averaging 22, 15. Coach say, you ain't winning. We ain't winning. That's why you can't make the All-Star team, because you ain't winning.
Yeah.
But I got Dirk Nowitzki, this the West, Kevin Garnett, Tim Duncan, Chris Webber, Carlos Boozer, AK-47, Pal Gasol. So, that Wild Wild West is crazy. Loaded. Amari Stoudemire.
Yeah.
Elton Brand. So we got the deepest. We got the deepest selection, because the West is a power forward.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You go back them times, you played through the power forwards. You know what I mean? All the West teams, power forwards was their man.
So
on
it
the
was
team.
already tough anyway. Your team had to win.
Yeah, you had to win. So that, shit done changed now. But back in the day, because I'm be bad the motherfucker. I'm like the All-Star. Like, man, these folks do not fuck with me. I know I'm rough around the edges.
And they taking away
man, give me
extra
my
money.
due.
They taking away extra money.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hell nah.
Josh Howard, bro. Every team.
Everybody.
Loaded. Every West team. Yeah, man.
It's tough because I'm sitting here thinking like, it's sort of like the point guards now. Like now, when you're a point guard in the league, every single night, it's an issue. That's how y'all were with the power forwards, because you just ran off the whole West.
Yeah.
And those all Hall of Famers.
KG, yeah, all Hall of Famers. I ain't talking about the Eastern Conference team. I'm talking about all West, because the West, the Wild Wild West, that we.
Did you want to retire at Grizzly?
Yes. That fucked me up.
What happened?
I think, like I said last when they traded me, when they did sign me back, that fucked me up. And, like I said, because, that's my city. You know what I mean? And I love that city and the people in it. So just being there and, you know, being able to do all the stuff we was able to do.
Yeah.
You know, get the city behind us and, you know, build something from scratch. You know, it was hard. You know what I mean? So, you know, I was blessed to go to Sacramento, you know, with Coach Yeager, my man, Coach Yeager. He was coach at Memphis with me. So Sacramento was great. And after that, I had, you know, retired.
Did you hold a grudge first, the Grizzlies, for a minute after you got traded? Or you was just like, it is what it was?
You know, I did because, you know, I mean, you know, I wanted to be there. You know, I would have, like I said, I would have took I would have took a player at minimum, you know what I mean? Because that's how much I fucked with how much I fuck with the organization in the city, you know what I mean, the people in the city. So, you know, it all worked out, you know what I mean? That's my city, you know, I'm doing a lot of stuff with the team now and, you know, it was a great time there, you know. That's the city, man.
Let me ask you this. Was it tough walking away from the game?
It was very tough walking away from the game because, you know, I felt like I could play, you know, when I didn't play the second year too much in SAC because they wanted to play the young players, but my first year in SAC, I averaged the most points and the most rebounds on the team. Like, I don't know, coach wasn't playing me nothing, probably 15, 16 minutes, 20 minutes, but so I still had a lot left, you know, I still had something left, you know what I mean? But, you know, they had traded me to Dallas and Dallas didn't want me to come. So I just didn't want to get into, you know, all that, like you said, getting fucked around here and there, you know what I mean? And I had other stuff, you know, set up for me. So, you know, I just decided to walk away from the game.
I got to ask you, the iconic Bullies Getting Bullied. What the hell happened?
My boy Boogie, man. Shout out to my boy Boog, man. That's funny, man. You know, I didn't know that shit was gonna go viral like that, bro. We always talk shit to each other when we play, you know, that's little bros. You know, it ain't nothing but love. But, you know, he played in the SAC. So, you know, he got a chip on his shoulder. You know, he gonna fuck over SAC and when he plays SAC, right? So I know what's going on, you know. So we going at it. I think this the game I had like 30-something. I killed his ass. three ball, corner. T.A. Tony, my boy T.A. was on the team. So
Shout out T.A.
Shout out my boy Tony Allen. So T.A. on the bench. I'm looking at the bench. Me and I'm still doing this shit. I'm shooting threes in the corner, talking shit to him. T.A. just shaking his head like, damn, boy. And then I think Buddy Hill and Boogie got into it or something. You know Boogie big, and he said something to Buddy. I told him, Buddy, what? Watch out, Buddy. And I just talked shit to him. I said, nah. I said, nigga, we from the Bullies Get Bullied, buddy. We good. So, but they had that mic down there, and that shit went viral.
Got you. That shit was hilarious.
Yeah, that shit was funny.
That shit was funny as fuck. Let me ask you this before we get out of here. Did you really have beef? Did y'all really have beef with the Clippers?
You know what?
Because y'all had some battles. The West is, that West was crazy. You got the Warriors, you got the OKC, you got damn Clippers, they on the cert. Because the Warriors became the Warriors against, y'all ran into when they had that transformation and took off.
Yeah, we did. We got a piece of them. We thought we was going to beat them. Mike broke his nose. But we thought we had something, but yeah.
Y'all went through some beasts.
But like you said with that Clippers, bro, you know, we had a rivalry on the court. You know what I mean? Because, you know, it was, you know, they were strong. It was tough. We kind of matched up Mark, DeAndre, me and Blake. You know what I mean? You know, Mike and Chris. So we like, you know, they had the same attitude, but, you know, it was some great battles. You know what I mean? Great battles with the Clippers. Me and Blake, we had a lot of great battles. I saw people talk about, man, people come say something to me today. I was at my son's game. Hey, man, you and Blake, y'all used to battle and woo, woo, woo. So like, you know what I mean? So that was good for the game. You know what I mean? And you know what I mean? We left that shit on the court, you know, Blake the homie and, you know, DeAndre little bro and Chris. So it was just, you know, but when you step on the court, all that that shit ain't nothing. In the playoffs,
and then some competitive
we'd damn near get into a squabble and then after the game, we'd be cool, but on the court, ain't no.
Didn't they have that crazy comeback against y'all?
Yeah, they did.
How much was it?
The Clippers, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, they did. They came back. We were supposed to win that one.
You remember that one? I think it was like 20-some points.
Yeah.
That shit was
That's
crazy.
because he was bullying Blake and DeAndre.
Yes.
That shit got ugly.
Yes.
That shit was getting ugly.
Yeah.
You had a great career.
Appreciate it.
You did your thing. You had my homeboy Justin Jackson. Play with him at Carolina.
Hey, Double J. Double J, my boy, man. Great.
He was saying you was still getting buckets. Year 17. You could have kept going?
Hell yeah, for sure. Oh yeah, for sure. Double J was there with me.
Yeah.
Double J, I was averaged the most points and rebounds on the team.
That shit crazy, man.
Yeah.
And
that was what, 6, because I finished with 17, so that was my 16th, 16 years, 17
still
years.
getting to it.
Yeah.
Hey, listen, what you go out with? What was your last game? How many points you think you had?
My last game in sack, that's a good question. I need to look it up. Probably a 10 piece, 10-6, like 10-6. Coach Yeager, he's playing the young fellas. Fox was my rookie, what I mean, Double J. So probably cool, 10-6, 12-6, something like. I'm gonna have look it up.
What do you have, huh?
We'll check right now, but you still averaged 15-7 that season.
Damn.
I averaged 15-7?
Yeah, bro.
How many minutes? Because Yeager's wasn't playing me nothing, probably 15, 16, 17 minutes.
Let's see. About 25.
I was playing 25 minutes?
25 minutes, yeah.
Ah, shit, sweet.
Hey, you did what you had to do.
Yeah, man.
Great career.
Great
Is there a message that you would want to give people on your path to where you got?
Man, the message for me, I say, little bro, is keep believing, because I'm an example. I come from the lowest of the lowest poverty. Mother didn't have no education. I ain't had no father. Been through it all. Been knocked down. But I kept fighting. I'm a soldier, so persevering, believing in myself, having confidence.
Yeah.
So, because so many people always didn't believe in me, so I believed in myself, and I got the confidence in myself because I'm seeing motherfuckers ain't really believing.
Yeah.
And that just made me stronger. I got a little story to tell you. Like, it was my sophomore year. Maybe my junior year, I seen Al Harrington. He had just got drafted to the Pacers. I'm from Indiana. He was at the airport. And I'm flying out for an AAU tournament or something. He in a black Suburban.
Yep.
And I walk up to the truck. Not Al Jefferson, Al Harrington, my boy Al.
Yeah.
Shout out to my boy Al Harrington. Al Harrington just got drafted out of high school. I walk up to his truck, bro. He don't even know. I knock on his window like, doo, doo, doo. He rolled the window. I was like, what's up, Al? I fuck with you. I was like, yeah, this Zach. I was like, you gonna see me soon? I said, I'm gonna be in the league soon.
Straight like that.
Straight like that. That's my sophomore, junior year. I'm leaving the airport in Indianapolis. So like I always had that confidence. Like I already knew where I was going. I was telling motherfuckers in the hood at the park, like I'm going to the league. I know what I'm doing. You know what I mean? So just having that confidence in yourself and believing in yourself. You know what I mean? And never giving up, man. Never giving up. You know what I mean? And take the haters and take the naysay and take that shit as a motivation. For sure.
Because somebody going to be out there hating.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Somebody.
You know, this world full of hate. So, you know, you got to keep striving.
For sure. For sure. Now, that's big time. Zebo, man, look, I appreciate you coming on, my brother. It was much needed. This is a perfect example of just running your race. Look at them, 17 years. I told you we getting bigger and better. DraftKings, we appreciate you. We out. Peace.
Run your race. You dig?